Yo YouTube, what's going on? Keda here, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about this book that I've been reading, studying, listening to, revising, that got recommended to me by one of my peoples, and it's called The Game of Life and How to Play It. It's by Florence Scovel Shin, if I said that correctly. Excuse me. And it was published in 1925. Yeah? Alright, cool. I'm gonna go through the spiritual concepts discussed in this book. There's 9 of them, but I'm only gonna go through probably 5 or 6 or so. But I'll say what they are. And we've got the first one, which is the top left. And that is the law of karma. You got the little hand, which is above the game, and that is the law of use. You've got the circle with the arrows going in different directions, and that's the law of substitution. We have the world here, and I've put that as I've kind of related this to the divine pattern and intuition. We have, obviously, this guy is speaking, and this is the power of words. We have the smiley face, the straight face, and the not so straight face, upset face. This is the law of non-resistance. We have forgiveness, the law of forgiveness. And the quote says, forgiveness forces you to grow beyond what you are. And I found this on Google, and I think, yeah, this is a really good quote, and I like it, so I put it here in this little mood board that I created. We have love, the law of love. This is right here at the bottom. And then we have this human body with the spaceship and the planets and, you know, all these things that you can imagine. And this is the law of expectancy. So the ones that I've circled, the laws that I've circled down, before I actually get into it, I'm gonna have the 9 laws in the description so you can look at them yourself, and then also, you know, link the book in the description as well, so you can, you know, read if you wanted to read the book as well. So yeah, cool. I'm gonna go with the first one, and then this is the law of expectancies. So the author herself, Florence Scovel Shin, emphasizes the power of the imagination to bring out real life events. So this is what I've written down. I've got a whole notebook of the spiritual concepts written down. So yeah, so what we've just kind of said is we're basically talking about the imagination. As a young kid, you probably, you know, had this imagination of you doing this specific job or being this specific person. As a child myself, I had this set, this Playmobil set, and it had a garbage truck and then these bins, right? This is just an example. So while playing with this toy that I had as a kid, you know, as your imagination goes, I was like, yeah, this toy is so cool. Oh my days, I want to be a garbage man, you know, just because I had the imagination of me playing with this toy and actually becoming this garbage guy, taking out bins and things. Obviously, that later went down the line. I ain't being no garbage man, you know what I'm saying? I leave that alone. That's gone. That's gone out of my imagination. But as a kid, the toy was so cool, and I just had this this thought of me being this garbage guy, and, you know, taking out these bins, because obviously as a kid you're amused by the smallest things, and these toys and what you watch on TV, and, you know, it's inspiration. You're just thinking, yo, if if they can do it, I can do it. You know? And then obviously as you grow up, I started to like be really into dancing. And not just any type of dancing, like break dancing and street dancing and things like that. And I always used to watch these films like Stomp the Yard, You Got Served, Step Up 2, all basically all the step ups. And I thought, yo, this is like cold. Like these lot are going in with the dance moves. And there's me also searching up like on YouTube like how to become a b-boy and how to break dance. And my dad would show me like old school like music videos and old school videos of people like breakdancing back in like the 80s and 90s and things like that, even 70s. And I'm just thinking, yo, this is sick, how they're doing like the movement on the floor and things like that. And now I've had this imagination of becoming a breakdancer, of a b-boy. So what I did was, obviously, I would ask my parents, and I was like young, I was probably like, what, 8, 9, 10, maybe even older, I don't know, but I asked my parents, obviously, if they can pay for my breakdancing lessons. Obviously, I didn't have no money at the time. You know, whatever money I was given, I probably saved up, but it weren't obviously enough to pay for breakdancing. So, yeah, I just had this imagination of being a breakdancer, and I wanted to get it done, and it inspired me. And I'd always watch, always, my mum would even say, I would always watch these films, these Step Up 2s and You Got Served over and over and over again, so I can copy and bring that towards, you know, the next dance lesson, or because we'd have dance battles as well. And I'll just get like, you know, you'd be battling against someone else doing a one-on-one, and yeah, it was just crazy. But this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm trying to get at. You have this imagination of being something, right? And you got to take up on board to accomplish it. So as I did, like I said, with the b-boy and obviously not the garbage guy thing, but with the b-boy being a breakdancer, I asked for lessons. I asked if my parents can take me. I learned, and I did, and I accomplished. I was performing like like festivals and having shows as well, like breakdancing shows and things like that. And it was crazy because you wouldn't think, cool, you'd get into it and then possibly think, oh, this isn't for me, and then quit. And that ain't no problem, right? But I really had the passion to do this. I really wanted to be a breakdancer, so I would go every time, every time, you know what I'm saying? And I got it done, and I accomplished performing in front of an audience. And you know, my dance teacher would always, you know, say, yeah, you got this type of swag about you, this type of like the style about you, and you know, you got like a bit of attitude while dancing and things like that. It was just like, yeah, man, I had the imagination of me being a breakdancer, and I got it done, and I did it. I was a breakdancer at the time. I could still probably top rock that here and then, but I'm getting stiff, man. You know what I'm saying? Body ain't working like how it used to back then, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that is the law of the expectancies. You know, whatever you feel deeply, or you have this clear image of you doing, your subconscious mind will carry out the detail. And I've even put down, I've got like a whiteboard behind me, and I've put, man becomes what he thinks about. And I learned that in another book called The Secret, and that's also another good read. To be honest, I need to get that book back from somebody so I can read it again. But yeah, what you think about becoming, what you think about achieving, you have to have this drive of energy and I would say even self-discipline and power, like willpower, to go and do it, to go and accomplish that. So yeah, that's that law, the law of expectancy. Right, I'm gonna go to the next one. The one that I circled on this notebook of mine. And this is cool. So this is the divine pattern and intuition. And I put the world here in the middle, right? As like kind of like relation to it. By the way, I created this mood board here. I just thought, I can just, it will relate to all the 9 spiritual concepts. So, I put the world here for that one. And it says here that Shin says that one must always ask for the right circumstance or the divine selection and not ask for specifics. Let me say that again. Shin says that one must always ask for the right circumstance or the divine selection and not ask for specifics. And that's basically saying, for example, alright, cool, so you wanted to have this job, right? And it's a CEO job at this big company, right? You're not gonna ask to be the janitor of this company. You're not gonna ask to, be the position below. But you're gonna ask to have the right position, and that is the CEO of the company. Correct. Whether that's taking it from someone when they retire or something, you're still asking for that right position. Cool. You can be like the janitor, the cleaner of the company and work your way up. You start learning things and start researching things and listening to other people when they speak and taking ideas from someone. That is still kind of asking for the right position because you're kind of working towards it. Like I said, say there was a role in the spot, like for example, like cleaner. Cool, you apply for the cleaner, but yourself, you want the position to be a CEO. So you work towards being that. And it also comes to having. I put the world here because it's bigger than that. You can have your right position somewhere in the world, for example, like Tokyo or Australia or Spain or Africa or somewhere in New York, somewhere in America, all over the world. Your position could be anywhere, as long as you ask for the right position, whether that's a CEO or an entrepreneur. You'll be traveling. You'll be going around the world. It's bigger than where you live currently. It's bigger than where you stay currently. Yeah? You gotta remember that. Your right position could even possibly as well be where you do live or stay, or in your country. But then again, it could be somewhere else within the world. Somewhere else. You could be traveling. You can be anything. As long as you work towards that right position and you ask specifically for that right position, you're not asking for anything else but that dead on position, you're good. Circumstance either as well, you're good. Even if you it could be with within a relationship as well, anything. As long as you ask for the right one, you'll be okay. So that is the law of not the law, the divine pattern of an intuition. We're gonna go with the next one, and I've put an X next to the power of words, and then here we got I put the image of the guy speaking, a little speech, shouting marks or whatever they're called. I don't even know what it is. And obviously the power of word is obviously what you put out there, you'll receive. Excuse me. You know, you put a word out in the universe. Your words are powerful, right? You could be saying anything. You can be saying good or bad, but you have to be careful of what you say. Here was written, Jesus Christ taught that man's word played a leading part in the game of life. So, yeah, whatever you put out there, if you say, right, I want to have a good day today, there's more of a chance you'll have a good day. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a good day. I don't want to have no negativity, you know. I'm going to have a good day. Things are going to go right. You know, we're going to go to this place and have fun. More likely, that's definitely going to happen. As long as your energy is positive. You know, the universe, God himself, whatever you believe in, will put your word towards action and be, you know, and have a good day, or whatever you say. Or you say, like, you want this, I wanna have something. But it's not always want. There's a different way to obviously say things, because sometimes they say like, saying you want, maybe not come towards you. But if you say something about having a good day, but in a different type of saying, then it'll mostly happen. But yeah, I put obviously the power of words, I put X next to it, I had this symbol, and I feel like the power of words is really important. You got to be careful of what you put out there, whether it's good or bad. Just be careful, because also, you know what I'm saying, the good things could lead to bad situations. And the bad things can possibly lead to good situations. It's just different, it works different ways, but yeah. Cool, we're going to go on to the next one. And I also put another X next to the law of non-resistance. And this is the smiley faces. Or the faces, sorry. The smiley face, the straight face, and then the sad face. And here, I wrote, this may be considered... No, this is the wrong one. Do not react to a negative situation with more negativity, as that will bring back more harm down the track. Some of us may not know this. I know this, because I've had it before. Cool. Say, I must have woken up, right? And then I just probably woke up in a bad mood. And then I ended up going outside. Cool, my car wasn't working. I had a flat tire or something, and then I had to go and get that sorted. And then after that, I must because obviously getting a flat tire, that's already, you know, made me upset, and it's already peed me off. I'm not gonna swear, but yeah, it already peed me off. So I'm just thinking, you know what, that's just done my head in. Cool, whatever. I'm still annoyed, but I'm there cussing as well. Like, I'm flip, this, you know, being negative. I must have parked right now. Parked at, like on a road. I got a ticket. You know what I'm saying? I got a ticket now, a parking ticket. I'm there cussing, blah, 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 blah. Being negative. Cool, say no more. That's happened now. Right, the next thing. I can't even remember what happened. It was bad as well. I know another bad thing happened. But then I think I ended up sorting it, but it was still something that was annoying. But this is what I'm saying. You're just giving, you just put bad, negative energy upon another bad situation, upon another bad situation. And it's just continuously going. Yeah, you're just putting bad things on top of bad things, and more bad things are gonna happen. And that comes down to obviously the words of power as well. The power of words, sorry. You know, you say things, bad things are gonna just keep happening. You gotta change your ways, change your negative into positive energy, right? You gotta be, you know, forgiving. You know, move on. Try and move on. Try bypass it. For me, having that flat tire, it did annoy me. But then, because I'm already thinking about it now, I'm overthinking of like how this even happened and blah blah blah, and like what's this going on, and it's just done my head in. Like, I'm annoyed. I'm just going on and complaining about it, and I'm not thinking straight now, and I've ended up parking somewhere else and then getting a parking ticket. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking. You're doing too much. If I was just to calm down and say, you know what, these things happen, cool. Let me just go get it sorted and pay it no mind. My day probably would have went good. It probably would have went alright. I probably would have not had that ticket, that parking ticket. Or I probably would have not had whatever, I forgot what happened, which was bad, happened to me, you know? So it's just, yeah, change your ways, like, just be like, cool with it. But then again, this can relate to the top left right here, karma. I might have done something badly, you know, for all of that just to land up upon me. Yeah? And we're gonna get into the law of karma, which is the top left. I put like a little image here. I don't know what I must have done. I probably done something and probably took no mind of what I did. You know? I probably did something bad and paid it no attention, not knowing it was bad. So this is where karma comes in. What goes around comes around. I found this picture on not YouTube, Google, of a guy pushing, was it like dominoes? He's kind of giving that energy and he's dashing it out there and pushing it. And obviously you're gonna see that it's gonna land on top of him. Boom! Lick him down, it's gonna squash him, yeah? So, like, whatever you put out there, you know, whatever you send out in the world, you'll receive. If that makes sense. Whatever you put out there, you'll receive. And what he gives, he will receive as well. If I'm giving that type of energy, I will receive that type of energy. If I'm giving negativity, or I'm cussing out someone, or I'm swearing at someone, they'll probably do it back. And unless they're understanding and they're willing to forgive, then they ain't gonna take no mind. But then this is what I'm saying, I'm giving that energy, cool, that person's probably not taking that energy from me and just ignoring it. The next day, I might get someone cussing at me and swearing at me, and I'm thinking, bruh, like, yo, why are you swearing at me? It's because I did what I did the day before. I was giving that type of that energy. So it comes to, you know, giving positive energy. Wherever you give positive energy, it will come back to you. Positive will come back to you. You give negative, it will come back to you later on later down the line. It could happen straight away or the next day, in a couple years, a couple months. It will happen. And I believe in good karma and bad karma. But yeah, so that is the law of karma in the top left. Which ones have I gone through? The power of words, yes, the divine. Yes, that one as well. Okay, I've got the Law of Forgiveness, and I found this quote on Google as well. Forgiveness forces you to grow beyond what you are. It's a very interesting quote, and it's very true. You know, you're forced to grow. You're forced. You're growing to be the bigger person. You're growing to, not look at everything badly. You know, someone does something wrong, cool, or someone takes your idea, takes your, invention, or steals from you. You gotta learn to forgive. And here what I've written down was, though karma is a powerful law, the law of forgiveness or grace is a higher law. Though karma is a powerful law, the law of forgiveness or grace is a higher law. In order to forgive, you just gotta look by it as, you know what? Cool. He's done this. I'm not gonna forget, but I'm still forgive. I'ma still forgive. See, me, I don't like to hold grudges. I don't like to hold grudges. I am a very forgiving person, unless you done me dirty. I don't even know. Well, actually, that's what I'm saying. You could even probably do me dirty and do me wrong in a way, and I'm probably still forgiving. It's just like, I don't like to hold that type of energy, like bad energy, You mess me around, I'm gonna forgive. I probably won't speak to you, but I'll forgive you. So it's just like, if you can forgive, you're growing beyond what you are and who you are. If that makes sense. You gotta take the time to not look at everything so aggressively. Not look at it as, mama's doing it, I'm gonna get revenge type thing. It's a deeper level to that, because when you apply that to your life, things are gonna happen for you. Whatever you believe in, universe, God, anything, they'll see you as the bigger person. They can see you're growing. So whatever you took, that was like someone did something, and you've obviously took it as, I'm gonna forgive them. You're winning in a way. That person's doing terrible. They're doing, they're bad. They're not gonna, I wouldn't say, obviously, it's just a way, like, their life is just, I'm not saying it's going downhill, but it's just like raw, you gotta be forgiving. Be forgiving. If you can be forgiving, you're a powerful human being. It's hard to forgive, but I've started to try and learn to forgive. Not everything is serious and all about getting revenge from someone and things like that. So yeah, I'm a bit ghetto while with explaining things and things like that. I'm not, sometimes my explanation isn't on point. I can't really say what I'm thinking, but I'll try and pass it through to you guys as much as I can. So yeah. So if you can forgive, that's great. Yeah, that's good. Cool. We got the circles with the arrows going in different directions, and that is the law of substitution. So according to FSS, which is Florence Scovel Shin, sometimes our desires are misdirected. Many people are ignorant of their true destinies, and are striving for things and situations which do not belong to them, and will bring failure and dissatisfaction if attained. So this is basically talking about, holding on to something that doesn't really belong to you. In the book, she was basically talking about how this woman has a husband and they're kind of growing apart, but she doesn't want to let go. The husband is, they both don't see eye to eye. They both know the relationship is going downhill. They both know they can't stay together. So the husband, he wants to leave, but the woman, she's still not willing to, let go of the relationship. You gotta let go of what doesn't belong to you, or whatever type of situation that is. You need to let go. He has to go. Gotta go. Leave it. Because if you don't leave, and you're just still carrying on to this person that doesn't belong to you, or this situation that isn't for you, it can bring failure to your life. That's basically what it's trying to get at. For example, cool. You've got a brand new picture frame, right? You've had this picture frame for quite some time. Now you haven't hanged it. You ain't hung it up, right? And it's broken. Like it's broken on the floor. It's dropped and it's broken on the floor. Yeah, cool. You're gonna want to mend it back, super glue it together, sellotape the frame together, so it's, so it looks, so it looks like, obviously, so you can continue to hang it on the wall again. But you need to let it go. You know you need to throw it away. You need to dash that. You need to garbage it, throw it in a bin, get rid of it. Why are you going to break something? Why are you breaking? It's already broken. You can mend it, you can fix it, you can bring it back together. But whatever is done, it's still broken, It will still probably drop from the wall and break again. What are you gonna just pick it up and mend it again? No. Whatever's already broken is broken. Leave it alone and let go. Let go. Get rid of it. But that was a terrible example. But with the relationship of the woman and the husband, that's a perfect example. Because that's due to relationship. That's something that's reality. The picture frame's a reality too, but obviously that's real reality, like with the relationship. That's like me hanging onto a girl that doesn't love me no more, or a girl that loves me, but I'm not really loving. I'm not all there for it. Like, when are you gonna learn to just leave it and move on? And this is also a part of growing. In order to grow, you have to let go. Yeah. In order to grow, you have to let go. So, yeah. Start today. If you have something, if you have a situation, you can speak about it. Talk to them about it. But if you feel within yourself that it isn't just, it's not gonna work no more, you need to leave. You need to let go. Move on. Because if you carry on, trying to bring them along with you or trying to hold on, bad things can happen later on down the line. Whether I can't even think of an example right now, but yeah, it's about the mind, and you gotta just take your time to look at things and to see if it's really for you. So that is the law of substitution, the circle with the arrows going in different directions. Which ones have I should have ticked off the ones that I've spoke about. I think I've spoken about the divine pattern and intuition, the power of words. So we have the law of love, and if you you gotta send out real love. I've even written down here. Where is it? I've even written down here. When you send out real love will return to you. I've also quoted, give a perfect love and you'll receive a perfect love. And here, in the spiritual, the concept, it says every man on this planet is taking his intuition in love. You love one, you give excuse me, if you give the love, you will receive the love. Give out that love. We're giving out no fake love. Give out the real love. So I might be stuttering, but yeah, you give out the real love. If it's real love and it's genuine, you'll receive that back 100%. 100%. And that's what I'm saying. It comes back to, because I believe in the universe and God. So, you put that energy out there, you will receive that energy back 100%. 100%. Whether it's with the person as well, people obviously are not always loving and grateful. But like I said, cool, you can give out real love to someone that possibly doesn't love you. But because you've given out that real love, it will come further down the line for you. It might take some time, it might happen straight away. But because you've given out that real love to whoever it was, it will come back at you. Someone else will really love you. So don't give up. Don't give up. We have also, we got the hand, and this is the law of use. I don't think I got to this chapter of the book yet, but here it says a gift is a better investment than a savings account. Many people are in ignorance of the fact that gifts and things are investments, and that hoarding and saving leads to loss. And he said stress leads to loss. I can't really go in depth with that one, But I'm guessing it's saying things that you keep like you're hoarding. Yeah, maybe the things that you're hoarding is possibly not good for you, or maybe a gift that is given to you is better than money in a savings account. So say someone gives me a console, right? They give me a console as a gift. If I was to give you a console as a gift, how are you gonna take it up upon board? Like, if I was to get a console, cool, you can play online with your friends. You can, play online. You can talk to your friends. You can play games. You can watch movies. But then again, you can also make money from the console, right? By streaming, by creating YouTube videos, Save up, buy yourself a game capture. You start putting content on the internet, that's gonna make you money in due time. So yeah, the law of use, I think that's what it's possibly getting at, maybe. But I'm yet to read that chapter, because I haven't really finished the book. But yeah, I've studied these 9 spiritual concepts, and they all mean a lot to me, every single one. So I hope that you've listened to this video. Like I said, my explanation is it's not the best. Yeah, it's not the best, but I try. And like I said, I'm gonna link everything in the video, so you can possibly take a look for yourself. Maybe read the book. Maybe look at the 9 spiritual concepts and apply what I've said to you right now to your life and win. Anyway, I've been Keda, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'm out.